Well, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be beginning our breakdown of this New Orleans Saints and Detroit Lions game. Yes, we're going to be breaking down this game, and there's a lot that we have to do with this game. But we have 2 weeks until the Detroit Lions play a game, and that's against the Jacksonville Jaguars next weekend. So we have a lot of time. We have a lot of time to break down pretty much everything Detroit Lions, and we have the all-22 film here. So, we have the coaches film that we can use. So just let me know down in the comment section below what you want to see me do a breakdown of, what you guys want to see from different angles. Is that, the Lions run defense, which we'll probably get to at some point, probably their defense as a whole, what went wrong in this game. We can even go back to other games, and then next week when we get into Jacksonville, we'll probably watch Jacksonville as well, and I'll be able to show you guys more things, more of my thoughts on the game. So what better way to start off than with Matthew Stafford? And I don't know if this is the title or not, but it's the question. How much is Stafford to blame for this loss? And coming into this, before I did this breakdown, before I watched it all, and I'm about to show it to you guys, I felt like Stafford was a very big part of the blame. Like, Stafford deserves a lot of blame here. I felt like this is arguably his worst game, maybe aside from the Bears game, maybe, but this could have been his worst game because he made a lot of turnover-worthy plays. At least that was what I felt after watching the game on TV. But what's great about this is your mind's clear, right? You're not in the game moment, so you're calm because you already know the result. You can go back, you can watch, and you can see everything. You can see the whole field. It's not like when you watch it and you got these commentators that are kind of changing your opinion, maybe making you think a different way, and you can't see the whole field all the time. Now you get to see it all. And in this video, I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm not showing you just the good. I'm not showing you just the bad. I'm not showing you a few plays. I'm showing you every single time Matthew Stafford dropped back to pass in this game. Every single one. Whether it was a sack, an interception, a touchdown, a completion, an incompletion, whatever, a flag, every drop back for Matthew Stafford is in this video. So I'm also going to be rating every play he does in terms of decision making, accuracy, the play that he made, whatever it may be. All of that takes into account, and I'm going to rate every single play out of 10, and at the end we'll have a little bit of an average just for some kind of, score for reference. But we're going to be going through this, so make sure you watch to the end. Okay, that way maybe, you feel a different way. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Okay, maybe this backs up what you're thinking, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I'm just here to show you guys the Matthew Stafford game from a different view and kind of give you guys maybe a different perspective from what you see on game day. And like I said, we can do this with a lot of things. So let's just hop right into it, man. We have a long video. We have over 30 plus snaps to follow. So we're going to try to do this thing quick, get into it, and I'm talking too much. All right, let's get this thing started. Matthew Stafford and the Lions, they start off with 2 passes early here. This first one, you can see Lions are going to take a shot here. Remember, their 2 top corners are down, so I love that they took shots. They take a shot early here. They go to Kenny Galladay. He's doing a deep in over the middle. He's open. You can see Matthew Stafford, I guess you could say his blindside from his side, gets hit. Kenny Galladay drops the pass. He's hit as he throws here. So maybe, that forces a little bit of a sail here. Matthew Stafford, I think that the thought is that he threw way too many high passes. Now, keep in mind, this is the first pass of the game. So it's a little bit high. You know what happens. I get it. But as knowing, okay, let's just keep watching. I'll explain. Right here. Boom. Okay. Now, look. I know this is a little high. And if it's a little bit lower, maybe he catches it, keeps running. I get it. It's the first pass for Stafford. It was a little high. And it wasn't a perfect pass by no means. But the ball's in your hands. You're not getting touched. You have both hands on the football, and you drop it. Like, that's a lot on the receiver. Because, yeah, maybe Stafford's best spot, catches it and keeps running. But to just catch it is the receiver's job first. He doesn't do that here. Galladay with the drop. I give him a 7 out of 10 on this place, okay? So we'll do it faster as we go, but I kind of explain. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10 here because it was a good decision. He had pressure off the backside. He put it, to his receiver. He gave him a good chance to catch it. But if it's a little bit lower, maybe he catches it, keeps running. Galladay comes off a drop, so I give him a 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10 being perfect, 0 out of 10 being awful. Like, not perfect. Nothing good came from the play at all. All right, so that gets a 7 out of 10. You got to catch that pass. Let's just be honest. You got to catch that pass. Talk about catches you got to catch. That one. That one just hits him right in the stomach and bounces off. Lions went for a little quick pass here out of backfield to Pearson. Maybe not the best pass catcher, but that's got to be a catch. Now, I'm not saying you would have had a big gain after it because you probably wouldn't, and there wasn't a lot of routes downfield open. But that has to be a grab. I mean, that's got to be a catch. That's 0 for 2 to start the game. All of a sudden, Stafford's like, oh, dang, I'm 0 for 2 because we have 2 drops. First one a little bit tougher. That one, there's nothing you can do. I give Stafford 9 out of 10 because the only way he could have got a 10 out of 10 is maybe if somehow he ran over and did a handoff. The dude's got to catch the ball. All right, but we'll get deeper past as we continue to go through this. All right, this next one, you're going to see a lot of motions here. Motions to set up a lot of things. So that motion right there, you can see usually it tells you it's man-to-man because you see how he followed. Doesn't always mean that team's disguised, but you could tell it's man-to-man here. So Matthew Stafford, this is one of the best plays that he'll make all day. He got really hot to start this game. Very hot start for Stafford. All right, so they're going to bring a three-man rush. You're going to see two different angles here. Matthew Stafford's going to take off, knowing his man-to-man defense. Great block by Frank Ragnow. Stafford picks up 12 yards. This is an immobile quarterback. Gets 12 yards, keeps the drive alive on third down. I believe this was third down. Keeps the drive alive using his feet. Matthew Stafford. This is great because, again, 8 guys are dropping. They're in man-to-man defense, and you couldn't get him? No, he did a great job here. You're also going to see that it kind of wiggled the linebacker a little bit, and it caused our running back carry-on to be a little bit in the way here. So they bring 3. They have a spy who kind of sits out and carry-on. Stafford takes off here, and you see how he kind of starts left. The linebacker gets stuck with the running back. Stafford takes off. He's got a first down. Heck of a play. That's a 10 out of 10. That's big time for Matthew Stafford. But unfortunately, it wasn't all big time. Like I said, there's going to be bad. It's coming. Don't worry about it. It's coming. But here we go. Matthew Stafford again here. What do we got here? Okay, this one I feel like looks a lot worse than it was. But personally, I feel like this was actually a good decision when I watched it back. Okay, so we're going to pause it now. Boom. All right, this ultimately is going to be a throwaway by Matthew Stafford. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Everybody always wants Stafford to throw it away. That's what he does here. Now, if Stafford tries to throw this, which we'll see in a second, there's really nothing open here. The linebacker's taking that away. Safety's going to jump down. If he throws it here, safety's probably going to back up. He's going to jump down. These could be both picks. These are probably both picks if he throws it. And then you have your running back out of the backfield. But when Stafford goes to his running back, which is right here, all right, Stafford's looking to his running back right here. He's getting his receivers time. Nothing open. All right, nothing. Obviously, there's nothing open. Goes to his running back. The dude's got a guy in his face. This corner's here. If Stafford tries to throw this out there and somehow complete this, first off, it's going to be way back here. That's where the pass is going to have to be. And that's a very difficult pass for a right-handed passer. Also, you could risk a pick if he throws it too high. So Stafford, to me, I think he just chucks it out of bounds. That's what it looks like to me. It's not even close. That's a good play. Nothing hurt, no risk, incomplete. I gave Matthew Stafford a, what did I give Stafford for that? I give him a 7 out of 10. So again, I'm being very critical because to me, that's a good play. I give him a 7 out of 10 for that. Okay, so I'm not holding back. That's a critical decision to give him a 7 out of 10 for what I thought was a good decision. All right, here we go. We're taking everything to account here. Matthew Stafford's got it. This is going to be a crossing route to Danny Amendola across the middle. An absolute great play. I gave him a 9 out of 10 because the pass was a little bit behind him, but it turned into a very big play for the Lions offense. And if you watch it back, Matthew Stafford had pressure right in his face. Basically, as he's getting hit, throws it across the middle, makes a beautiful pass, and they pick up a huge gain here. You're going to see Amendola takes a second. Like, these plays took a little bit to develop. Decker leaves. I'm not exactly sure why he left here, but he left. I guess once his guy got by, he's like, might as well go help someone else. So he kind of leaves. Stafford, he's got the pressure. Doesn't even move. Stafford doesn't have ability to step up. He can't step up to make this throw. So flat-footed makes that throw to Amendola a little bit behind him, but it was still in a position where he could catch it, and that's what an NFL receiver has to do. If you're not getting touched, you got to catch the football. Both hands, you got to catch it. He does. So I give him a 9 out of 10. Not perfect throw, but it was good enough. And then here we go. They cap off the drive with the Matthew Stafford pass to DeAndre Swift for a touchdown. It's the arrow route. Makes me think of Theo Riddick. He also had Marvin Jones underneath here, but either way, it's a touchdown. That's a 10 out of 10. A touchdown pass, 10 out of 10. Interception is probably going to be a 0. All right, so good drive. Very good first drive for Matthew Stafford, as you can see. It worked out in a touchdown. That's how you got to get a game started. That's big time. This play was very strange. There was a couple strange plays. This one was weird. Some of the plays that I think that Daryl Bevell ran here, maybe it was just too much. I don't know if it was the players not executing or it was just a bad play design. This one was weird. So Lions go for almost like an RPO kind of thing here. Guys, this is Matthew Stafford, not Russell Wilson. But it's a lot of quick screens. And Stafford doesn't throw the screen. For whatever reason, he doesn't. Now, he sees pre-snap lineup that he's probably looking to the right side, but you can see they're pressing up here. Now, maybe he can go back to the left. But if you're going to do this RPO, you're going to have to go to the left now. Matthew Stafford stays to the right. And I feel like this could have really worked because he takes off, boom, right here. You're going to see as Matthew Stafford takes off, he almost tries to set up where he can throw it back to receiver. The problem is, instead of the receiver possibly heading back out to the sideline, receiver steps inside. So when Matthew Stafford's looking to possibly dump it off, or it would have been a touchdown, if he goes up, it's a touchdown, or to the side, it's a touchdown, but maybe you can't because he's blocking downfield. But if he at least gets to his side, however, at this point, Matthew Stafford's, okay, nice little juke move, bop, and he slides forward a couple yards. Look, it wasn't great. I don't know exactly what that was. I gave him a 7 out of 10 because it was just goofy. Either way, though, they gained a couple yards. Nothing hurt. You gained a couple yards out of it. So it's something. And it sets up, maybe a little bit easier with third down. And then, of course, Stafford comes back with an absolute dime here. These always get overlooked when you throw picks. This was a great throw to Kenny Golladay. I actually did give him, again, a 10 out of 10 because it's a touchdown pass, and this was a good pass. He's got the misadvantage with them missing 2 of their top corners. He looks right there. He knows where he wants to go. He goes up to Kenny. It's one-on-one, and he puts it in a spot where he can go get it, and it's a good throw there. That time, definitely not high. Put it right in his pocket. So 10 out of 10 to finish that drive. So very hot start for Stafford. It will cool off, but very hot start for Stafford here. Okay, this one was kind of hard. I didn't even really do a grade for this one because I don't know how to grade this one personally. So the Lions, obviously, you see Agnew come in motion, a little play action here. Stafford, okay, we're going to pause it right now. Boom. I'm looking at this. Stafford's already looking right. Okay, so he's got his two options. He would have to look back left. He's got pressure on the inside. So if Stafford will make this pass, he would have to make it with pressure in his face. There's a safety over top. This is probably a risky throw, but he wants to go right. He's got two options here. He could have taken the dump down. He could have taken the dump down here. Instead, he wants this. His guy's got separation. Hockenson has separation, all right? He does. But he falls. And the linebacker didn't touch him. He was kind of asking for a play. He just fell down. Could have been an overthrow, but I don't think we can honestly say whether or not it's an overthrow if the receiver falls on the ground, right? So Hockenson falls on the ground there, and I gotta go fast as it is, but he falls on the ground. Okay, so I actually gave him what I give him out of this one. I didn't even put a score for that one. All right, this is a very good play here by Stafford once again. He makes a good plays here. So you're going to inside linebacker kind of stunt to the outside. He's going to get some pass rush. Swift's going to hop over middle. Another little arrow. Stafford throws it back to the rush. There was literally, guys, there was nothing open downfield. Not a lot of separation from the Lions today. Nothing else open downfield. And with the rusher, he's got to get out quick. Good throw here, right on time, right on the money over the middle. That's what Stafford loves. He's got another first down to Swift. Swift needs more touches, I'll say that. This play, again, a very weird play here. Lions try to go with the size. They try to get a one-on-one with Golladay. I'm not mad at it. It just didn't work. It's his only option, and you have to throw it quick, otherwise the play's dead. So Stafford has to throw this pass. One-on-one, it's knocked away and complete. To me, that's just better defense than anything. There's nothing you could do. Stafford can't hold that ball. The only other thing you do is throw it away. Might as well throw it with the one-on-one. I think maybe he could have thrown it behind him. So honestly, because like I said, I'm looking at this and I'm doing this and I'm being pretty objective with it, and I'm not being biased for this. I'm being very critical. I'm going to give him I think I give him a 7 out of 10 on this one. And again, because maybe he throws it behind him, maybe he grabs it, but there's really nothing else you could do on that play. All right, so let's continue to move down on this one. Okay, this is just not good. This is just not good here. And these are the things that you don't see when you watch the game on TV. But you see it back when you watch and you're like, oh, I didn't notice that. All right, watch the two receivers. Watch Amendola and watch Hawk down here. I think that's Hockenson. It might be James. I think that's James, actually. I'm not sure. Either way, okay. So they're doing this little route concept here. Matthew Stafford really doesn't have anything on top. If he throws it up top, it's probably going to be picked anywhere as of now. These guys run into each other, all right? So they run into each other. So our tight end stops. This is all happening. Stafford's getting pressure, and he's getting hit. They only brought 4. But you can see off the bottom here, off the inside, they collapse the pocket. I mean, there's nothing. What is he going to do there? So Stafford tries to step through. He takes this sack. One thing I will say is I think he got too comfortable trying to step through, but that time he stepped through to nothing he could literally do with the football there, and he ends up getting sacked. So to me, the concept was very poor in that situation. I don't know what else Stafford can do there. He's trying to get the first down, so he takes the sack thinking maybe he could step up. It wasn't there. So yeah, that one was just kind of tough overall. I just didn't like the concept on that one. Okay. Here we go. We're going to get that jump ball, though. Tight ends are going to get their opportunity to redeem themselves. Now, Stafford did have the dump off right away here. But you can see that receiver even realized, okay, he's not looking there. He's looking deeper. Stafford wants to take a shot. And honestly, the route was there right away. It was there right here. But it's not going to go for really anything. So Stafford waits a second, and the receiver already takes off upfield. So at this point, Stafford has to take a shot or throw it away. So he's going to wait. He's going to extend time. He's going to wait until the very last second he can. And right now it is. And he's looking downfield, and he's saying that his tight end goes right by the safety. Now, Stafford throws this maybe way out here. He might be able to catch it and keep running. However, the problem with that is your tight end's probably slower than the secondary player. So the secondary player actually catches up to it. Stafford throws a jump ball. It's caught. Now, you can say that's dangerous. It's a very risky play. I'm not going to deny that. And that's why I'm not giving this a 10. Because honestly, if you're completing over a 30-yard pass, you're looking at that and you're saying that's a heck of a play. I'm not going to even give it a 10. I'm actually going to take off 2 points for that because I think it's risky. But it was still completed. And to me personally, I look at this play and I say this, okay, Stafford's rolling out. He's looking corner here. He sees this guy, gets behind the safety, because great job by Jesse James to recognize that. He takes off. Jenkins is going to catch back up to that if he leads him, right? But he throws it here. Now, that you also have your other receiver, Marvin, coming up here. That kind of gets in the way here. Maybe gets way too much in the way. I'm not sure exactly if that was the design or not. But either way, James, look, you have a 6'7" tight end against a safety. Stafford throwing it high point where his guy can go up and get it is great. It's a heck of a play by Jesse James. Definitely some risk factor there. But, I mean, at the same time, you want him to take shots, but then he can't. It's difficult to fault him for taking shots when the guy makes the play as well. So I really can't hate on him. He had trust in his guy, and they made a play. All right, here's another one. I think this is your pass interference call here. I think that's what this is. Yeah, this is what this is here. So you're going to see this angle. I love this angle for this play. Wait, is that not what this is? Oh, yeah, this is what it is. Okay, the reason I love this angle for this play is because after a pass interference, I hear this. Great job, but the pass was way too high. No chance he could have caught this ball. It could have been picked. Maybe, but when I watch this back, heck of a job by Stafford once again here. Very good first half, to be honest, for the most part. Stafford's got time in the pocket. He's going to take a shot, and what you're going to see is boom right here. The safety is deep. Marvin's the only guy there. So you have Marvin Jones, again, against the safety. You had the size advantage. Stafford throws it up. His hand nearly touched the football, and his pass interference because the safety ran into him. If the safety doesn't run into him, it's probably going to be a jump ball one-on-one at the 5-yard line. Maybe I think the one thing Stafford could have done better there is throw it maybe shorter and have him come back and get it. But he threw it up. It's a pass interference. You draw a penalty. That's good. I mean, that's good. That's what you want. You get a safety on a wide receiver. That's the whole point of pass interference is you have a mismatch that they can't stop without having to get a flag. That's the whole point. So it's a great play. It sets us up to go get some points here. And that's what we see there. All right, and then unfortunately, after 2 big plays, the risk, maybe the risk kind of comes back to get him here. Maybe it was just due. Nothing open. I mean, literally, there's nothing open here. What on the field is open? Nothing here. Stafford's gonna roll out. He actually points. He points to the tight end. He actually throws it before the tight end actually gets any separation, which I think it makes it more difficult for Stafford to gauge whether or not how hard to throw this ball. Because look, he's throwing the football, and Hockenson literally hasn't turned to go upfield yet. So you have to try to gauge how far to throw that pass. And after maybe an overthrow, maybe a little bit on the last play, he's thinking, okay, I threw it too hard. I can't do that here. So before the tight end even passes, he has confidence that, hey, these guys going to get around him. So he gives him an opportunity. He just lays it a couple yards short. He's running off his back foot. He's about 10 yards at least behind the line of scrimmage here. And his guy has a chance. It was a good play to get back into it. It was just an underthrow. I give Stafford a 0 out of 10. You don't get points for throwing picks around here. Terrible play. It was a big play. But one thing I do always touch on is this. The Saints threw a pick too. They bounced back. Our pick killed us, right? We got to look at it as if it killed us because we literally couldn't do anything defensively because we gave up 5 straight touchdowns that we had to be almost perfect offensively. So that's what hurt here. But also I thought a lot of weird play calling. So he's got to bounce back, right? Not a good start to that drive, right? That not a good ending to that drive. We could have got points and went back up. I know a lot of people are saying, well, that killed the momentum. I would say, yeah, to a point. I can see how you're saying that killed the momentum. But there is really no momentum when your defense gives up 5 straight touchdowns. Like, okay, you score there. Great. They scored 5 straight touchdowns. Like, either way, you have to find a way at some point to get off the field. I think it was the next couple drives, Lions' inability to do anything with the football. Okay, so let's get back at it here. You're going to see Stafford throw. This is an overthrow. I give him a 1. I give Stafford a 1. I think it was the right decision. There was nothing else open on the field. But here's, again, what I don't like here is that they ran the ball on the first 2 plays. So you get him in a 3rd and 6. Why are we running the ball that much first off? You might have this underneath on the linebacker. I think that's an option Stafford went to. So I think that was something that maybe you should have took advantage of. But when they set it up, they had Amendola here and they had the receiver outside of him. So they knew it was man-to-man. And Amendola did a little bit of an out route. And that's what we see. But the problem here is that Amendola, 1, he didn't even run far enough. The dude, it's not that far of an overthrow. Amendola's just kind of slow. He's overthrown him before. It's still an overthrow nonetheless. But he didn't even run far enough. If he catches this ball, he's short. He was not getting that first down. He's not getting a first down. At least run the route far enough. That's one thing that I don't like here. He had Marvin underneath. But again, we ran the first 2 plays and it gets us in 3rd and 6. Like, I know it's always hindsight's 20/20, but in this game, I felt like Stafford was doing well early, taking shots, and then all of a sudden the next drive you kind of take it out of his hand. I like letting him throw and incomplete. So 1 incomplete, all of a sudden you're punting back to them. So that's not how you want that drive to go. So the Lions' offense needs to bounce back, right? They need to get back at it here. This is where right before half, Lions are trying to get some points. They're trying to score something. Here he's got a good matchup here. He had some. You can't see it on the screen because the dang coach's film didn't zoom out far enough. But he has a matchup because his guy has separation. Like even here, he's got a couple of yards on him. So Stafford's going to throw this quick slant. And again, it's good by the defense to hit him. I think it was Malcolm Jenkins again, making a great play, hitting him as he catches it. But it's still, in my book, that's a drop. However, it was a good play by the defense. No, it was a great play. So I only gave Stafford a 5. Again, I'm being critical here, very critical. That's a 5. When ultimately, I think it's technically a drop. But again, incomplete here. But Stafford bounced back. Stafford bounced back here with a great pass. He goes right back to Galladay. Obviously has trusted him still. This is a very good pass over the middle. That was beautiful. Beautiful pass. I gave him a 9 out of 10 because maybe it was a slightly high. It could have been a 10 if it wasn't as high. Maybe just a slightly a smidge over the top there. But again, Galladay's what, 6'3" or something. I mean, he's got the huge radius. The guy's got to catch the football, right? So here he goes back to him. He still has trust in him, and it works. This is a really good pass. I mean, between the linebackers, look at this throw. Bop. I mean, that's a good throw. It's a heck of a throw by Stafford on this play. He's feeling a little bit of the rush there. It's a good throw to keep the drive alive and move the football again. So he moved the chains. But unfortunately here he takes a sack. I think there's two angles to this one. So Stafford's looking initially for this dump off, but it's great coverage. I mean, he's got that taken away. There's not much really open here. Maybe you have the corner route. So Stafford steps up in the pocket because, look, if you look from his point of view, there's room. There's room to run here. We get another angle here to see a little bit better. I'm not exactly sure. It's Swift. It's Swift. I think we get a better angle. Yeah, so you're going to get a better angle. And Stafford may have actually had some here in a second. So Stafford doesn't have it to the right. This looks like a lot of room. At least 5 yards. At least 5 yards to take off. He takes off, Swift leaves. So now all of a sudden Stafford's like, oh, snap, the dude just left, and I'm going to get hit. Like, again, those are just little things that, you don't see when you watch it the first time. But again, either way, it's a sack, so I only gave him a 4. Next play, here we go. Is this? Yeah, I think this would. Lions do a little bit of the screen here. Oh, no, this wasn't the screen. This was the bomb to Agnew. Keep in mind the situation. You have, 30 seconds before halftime. It's 3rd and 12. All right, you got about 30 seconds before half. Lions are down 14. They're probably like, hey, you got to at least get 12 yards on this play. None of these routes ran 12 yards. Marvin didn't run 12 yards. So Stafford clearly is not going to throw that. He's going to take a shot to Amendola. Not really able to step up too much here. And, oh, my, just misses him. I mean, dude, that's such a tough. I don't know if you can see Amendola because of the cornerback here. I mean, Amendola may not be able to see the Stafford. Just a yard miss there. But again, that's a bad grade. I gave Stafford a 4 because I think it was the right decision to take the shot. He gave him an opportunity, just maybe a yard off. So you can see a couple of overthrows, not perfect, but again, let's hop into the second half. He's got to bounce back, right? Well, the second half didn't go very well because our defense came off the field. This was, without a doubt, Stafford's best drive. This was an incredible drive from Matthew Stafford. This is how you bounce back. This is how a franchise quarterback needs to bounce back here. All right? First play. Between defenders, dot. 6 yards. This is his first pass. This is an absolute dot. I mean, there's no way around it. There's not really anything else open. Like, what else is really open here? Stafford gets it off, throws it between two defenders. It's a dot. Okay, 6-7 yards on the play. All right, that's a good play. Next play. Here we go. Right over the middle. Matthew Stafford. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Come on, man. Like, dude, look at these. Like, these are the things that you don't see. But when you watch it back, you're like, hold up. 2 guys, hands in his face. Dude getting hit as he throws. And somehow, a linebacker in the middle. That's the pass. That's a dot if I've seen it. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a big play. To move the chains. That's a big play. That's clutch. That's clutch. All right, here we go. Next play here. We got an incomplete pass here from Matthew Stafford. I don't remember what this was. I think this was a throwaway here. Okay, yeah, so this was throwing it away. Again, this is not a bad thing. If you would have fumbled, it wouldn't have been good. But Stafford, he gets hit. Again, I think maybe he's trying to step up too much. But, the hole looks like it's there. It looks like it's there, right? It looks like he can step on the pocket. The problem is it collapses so quickly. Then he kind of tries to, rethink himself. And he's like, oh, I shouldn't do that. I got to go back outside. And he tries to dump it down. And it's incomplete. Either way, it's nothing hurt. It's incomplete pass. It happens. He threw it away. That's 2 times we've seen that. It's incomplete pass. I gave him a 7, okay? Because, maybe too much stepping up here, but he threw it away. Nothing hurt. All right, no risk on that play if you're going to throw the football away. Ooh, did I make that rhyme? All right, here we go. Then we get a first down pass to T.J. Hockenson. Great throw there. Keep it going. So good throw there. Just simple. Very simple route here. Then we're going to see a pass interference call here. And again, some people may say, well, he took the wrong pass here. He should have threw it to Kenny Galladay. Because it does look like that if you watch that first. But then you have to think of what Stafford's saying. Okay, boom. Stafford looks left. Starts left, looks to the corner. All right, doesn't want it. Maybe he has it. This corner's coming back. Stafford's like, you know what? Forget that. I don't want that. I want a shot here. Now look at how this is defended. You have a linebacker trying to catch up man-to-man to a Marvin Jones. You have a man-to-man here, and you have a safety over top. Whichever way Stafford throws it, the safety's coming down. So if Stafford leads Galladay, the safety's probably making a pick here. Let's just be honest. But what Stafford does is he sees that if he throws to the inside, he's going to get inside leverage. And it's also a linebacker that's too slow, right? A linebacker can't keep up. So he's going to throw it to the inside leverage. That way there's no risk of a pick. And it's an incomplete pass. Linebacker's in a way. It's a pass interference. Great play. That's a heck of a play by Stafford. Puts us in position to score. And then obviously he throws his pass to Hockenson touchdown. Oh, well, he overthrew it again. Well, I think the reason this one was high is because his defender's hands was right there. He threw it over the defender's hands, put it in the end zone, touchdown. There we go. He responded. That's what you need to do. All right, here we go. I think this is the next drive here. We're almost done. We're almost done with this, guys. From your old goal line, Stafford dumps it off Kamada. Nothing else you can ask for him there. Just get a couple yards, get out, get to about the 8-yard line. That's all you can ask for. Then, again, another situation, 3rd down. It's a big situation. You're from your inside your own 10. You got to keep the drive alive. 3rd down. Matthew Stafford spreads it out, right? The pressure, gets off the edge and off the side. Matthew Stafford on the move just dumps it off for the middle. They get Galladay. It's a big gain. Little thing turns into a big gain there. It's a good pass. I mean, when you watch it back, it's a good pass. Look at this angle. Look at this angle. And you see they're lined up to bring the pressure off the edge. They're trying to get the sack, right? They're trying to get the ball back, trying to make it uncomfortable, trying to make a mistake here. But he doesn't do it. He sees the motion, sees what's probably going to be there, and then watch. All right, they get the pressure off the backside because he knows they can't pick it up. So he moves away from it, throws it on the move, puts it in Galladay's hands. The first down to keep the drive alive. Good job. Here we go on third down. Here we go. Matthew Stafford scramble. One of the best. This might be the best play Matthew Stafford made all game. And I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy. It might be. This arguably could be Stafford's best play he made all game. And I hope I showed you the other angle. Okay, watch this play. Watch this decision to scramble here. Nothing open downfield. Just watch. He just makes something out of nothing on this one. And again, he's not a mobile quarterback. Something out of nothing. So he rolls out here. Nothing open downfield. Everything's taken away. The pressure's getting off the edge. James can't hold up. So he steps up. Takes Jordan out of the play. Then he shows a little bit. Then he cuts back left. And he picks up about 7-8 yards. Putting his body out there. If he's a little faster, maybe he breaks it for like 60. But he's still, I mean, that's Matthew Stafford. You're not asking those from him. That's not what you're expecting to get. But he makes a play out of nothing. It's a great job. So far, this drive isn't really good. But then again, you're going to see them take a sack here. Now, I think I know this is the play that I think I know what he's looking for. And if he gets maybe an extra second, maybe it happens. So Stafford's got it. Not much here at all. Like, I don't know where he's supposed, like, I get this play where it's like, oh, he can't take a sack. But where's he supposed to go with it? Right? Where's it? Oh, it's 3rd and 4. So again, you're getting him in his third situation. Do you really want a guy to throw away the ball on third down? He's going to try to extend a play as long as possible, especially when you're down by multiple scores. So right here, he's about to have carry on. And as soon as he loads up to throw it, this lineman gets his hands right there. If he lets go of that ball, it's a fumble. So he tucks it, takes a sack, lives for another down, which is ultimately a punt. Lions get it back. Now they need to score. This will end up being their last drive. This I gave out 2 out of 10. Great decision. Great job to step up in the pocket. Just underthrew it. I mean, just by about a yard, just underthrew that. Also, Marvin was going upfield. That's twice I've seen that where they're kind of like going into each other. I don't know why that's happening. But either way, underthrew by about a yard. Would have been a touchdown. The good thing is he makes up for it. And they do go score later this drive. Too much running, though. My God, we ran the ball so many times. What are we doing, Daryl? Stop running the football. Also, get Swift on the field. Get Swift out there. Swift needs more touches. All right, here we go. Play action. No, a third down is a critical down. I think this is actually a 4th down. This is a 4th and 1. You don't get this, game's over. Stafford dumps it off to carry on. It's right placement. Nothing crazy, but it's what you needed to have to keep the drive alive. Then they go to a screen. Again, it's a good play by Stafford. He did it, got it out there quickly, put it right where he needs it. And he has room. I mean, the dude has room. If they pick up the blocks, he has room. Unfortunately, though, he's tripped by the blocker. The guy that was blocking, he's tripped up by him. If he breaks that, he might have a first and way more. But he's tripped up. Okay, he's brought down. A lot of these situations, the Lions ran the ball way too much early. I didn't like it. Now you have them at a 4th. This is the 4th 11. Again, 2 4th downs already. This is 4th 11. Again, for the game, Stafford needs to find a way to come up clutch. And what does he do? Makes a great play here. All right, Matthew Stafford reading the defense, trying to see what's going on. All right, he's got it. And look at this. Stepping up again. Maybe a little hole. He's like, no, I ain't doing that this time. And throws a dart. Throws an absolute dart. With the safety coming over, had to throw behind him. Throws a dart. First down. Game not over yet. Galladay's honestly, obviously a big part of this team. Then all of a sudden, we're going to see his 2nd worst play in this game. This one was also an interception. However, it was called back. Stafford trying to do a little bit too much here. All right, the sense of urgency, the need to score with down 2 touchdowns, trying to take too many shots here. This is one where you have to dump it down to Marvin over underneath. He tries to take a shot to the end zone. Not where you want it. All right, try to high point it. Maybe didn't even see the safety. That's not a good play. Good thing is, it's technically not a play because of the flag, but that's a bad play. So 2 turnover-worthy plays, no doubt. Not a good play there. It was just a bad decision. It wasn't a bad throw. It was just a bad decision. So not a good decision here. Then he's going to take multiple shots to the end zone. And some of these aren't that bad. Like this one, I know it looks bad. I get it, though. I get what he's looking for here. All right, you got a linebacker dropping into coverage against a Kenny Golladay in the slot. You're going to take that. You're going to throw it up to him. You're throwing it up where only he can get it. It's incomplete. It happens. And you're going to, that's not a bad decision to me. That's not a bad decision. It's incomplete. You can say, well, he threw too high. Well, because he had to. He didn't want the ball picked off. He's taking his chance. I'd rather throw it up to Golladay than throw it low when I have a linebacker covering him. I'm going to take the linebacker out of the play. Here he starts right. He goes back left. Again, going to the end zone here. And there was just a little miscommunication here, I think, a little bit. Jesse was a little confused on the play. But for me personally here, again, this is one where you have a 6'7" tight end lined up on a safety. Stafford's trying to throw it away from the safety who started inside. And James stays to the inside. He wanted him to kind of go back a little bit. Again, though, nothing hurt. It's incomplete. but maybe could have taken, there was nothing there. The play before could have taken underneath. However, okay, when you need it, Matthew Stafford has to make a play. He throws a quick pass to DeAndre Swift, bring up, once again, you guessed it, a 4th down. So I think this does bring up another 4th down here. And then obviously they do go in, that wasn't a 4th down, never mind. They get the first, and then Adrian Peterson runs in for a touchdown. And then the final pass by Stafford is a 1-on-1 to Hawkinson, like he did all game, trusting his guys to go up and get it. So if you're going to credit him for trusting him to go up and get it here, and you're not going to trust him to go up, to try to throw it up and go up and get it on the plays before, then I don't know what you're saying, because this is a good decision by Stafford if you ask me. All right, he's got a 1-on-1 here. He's got T. Jackson on a secondary player. He's got the size advantage. There's nothing else open on the field. There's nothing else here. There's literally nowhere else he's going to throw this football. Nowhere else he's going to throw this ball. Let's watch it again. There's nowhere on the field he can throw this football, right? Maybe here he could try to squeeze it in. Maybe underneath, but he steps upfield. He's got a 1-on-1 though, right? The defender's back is turned to him. So Stafford's going to say, okay, go up and get it, TJ, and he does. It's a good decision. It's a good pass. It's a good 2-point conversion. Lions are down 6, but they never get the ball again. So I wanted to watch this back just because I think it's important to look back and see from a different angle. So what I marked was about 4 to 5 missed passes in this game. I think it was like 4 missed passes and 2 turnover-worthy plays. One was turnover, the other one had a flag. Me personally, after I did all my additions of my ratings for each play, I gave it a little bit, it was a little bit over an 8. That was a little bit over an 8 for an average on play, what he would have scored out in my grades. So, to me, how much was he to blame? He was a part of the blame. Not all of the blame. All right, Stafford's not the reason we lost this game. He wasn't perfect, though. The problem with the Lions is he had to be perfect to win this game, because we could not stop them in the second. If you give up 5 touchdown drives in a row, guys, think about that. 5 in a row, you have to be perfect as a quarterback. And 1 pick, because of how perfect he had to be, we couldn't come back for it. Drew Brees wasn't perfect. All right, now I know it wasn't the same kind of pick. He threw a pick, right? He threw a pick. The thing is with Drew Brees' pick is that they bounced back, and then they kept scoring, and we couldn't stop them. So that's the thing here. We had a few 3-and-outs you can't have. Me personally, a couple takeaways from this. Too many running plays, especially near the end. We had to throw more. DeAndre Swift needs more touches. Way more touches. Dude's super explosive, especially on pitches. We had some weird concepts. I just think overall, Stafford's to blame, not the entire blame here. All right, Matthew Stafford has to be better, but it was a pretty darn good game. And I think because of the loss, the way that we lost, and because he had that pick again, we're looking at it, we're saying this was not a good game for me. It wasn't good. It was nowhere near his best game. I think this is arguably his worst game. But it wasn't, the loss is on you. All right? Because, again, Brees threw an interception, we threw an interception. And if you look at the underthrow to Marvin Hall in the end zone, yeah, he underthrew it, but then they still scored a touchdown on that drive. It took a little longer, but they still did. It's not like Matthew Stafford had to deal with 2 4th downs on that same drive, and he converted both. If he doesn't convert those, different story, because you missed a touchdown. He converts both. Came up big, and he scored. Stafford knows down and distance. I'll take my shots early downs. When I need to have it, I'll have it. And there you go. So I give Matt Stafford, he got a little bit over an 8. And that's not what I'm giving him. That's all these ratings combined and just an average together. So, Stafford's to blame. Not all of it, though. Stafford has to blame here, but he had to be nearly perfect because we played bad. I'll break down other stuff. Let me know in the comment section below what else you guys want me to break down. Thank you, Prime, for watching. And I'm out. Are you kidding me right now? I had to put my helmet on for this one. Are you kidding? Look at this. Look at all these members. What? Yo, hey, shout out to all the members, man. Look how many All-Pro members there are. Like, literally, it's the whole screen, dog. This is crazy. The patrons, of course, the Hall of Fame members, man. Y'all got the gold color. It's kind of yellow, but it's supposed to be gold. Shout out to all the members, man. If you want to be a part of this, all you got to do is join the channel. But there are perks that come with it. Stay locked in the community tab if you are a member, because that's where a lot of information comes out. I appreciate all of you. What?